When did you last stop to check in your own life? Hi, I'm Angeli, and this is Life in Progress, the podcast where we have real conversations about relationships, business, and figuring out your 30s. Let's get into it.
Thank you so much for always listening, for sending me beautiful messages. I'm so grateful to each and one of you. Life has been beautiful, sad, overwhelming, and everything in between, everything at the same time. But I'm learning a lot of things. That's the best part. I take my life as a learning opportunity all the time. Yun yung strategy ko sa buhay. Why I'm just so comfortable with everything, with rejections, with failures, with success, with everything. Life is not just about the good things, It's also learning how to navigate the bad things. We cannot just live life depending on, others or only the good things. And for me, my life boils down to finding comfort in myself. I've chosen a very big life for me. And sometimes looking back, I can't even believe it. How I made it happen, how I got here, and why am I here? I still have these questions. Even my business is turning 15, I'm 35. I constantly have these questions because that's part of being a human being, questioning things. And we should question things because if we don't, we are stuck. We are not moving. We have no growth. We have nothing. We should question ourselves all the time. We should question the world. We should create perspectives, new perspectives, change our minds, change our opinions, change everything. Life boils down to questioning, changing, accepting, moving forward. So, how do we find comfort in ourselves? This month of July is heavy. It's heavy, heavy, heavy in all aspects: business, personal life, family. I've found one thing long time ago, but I feel like a lot of people are struggling with, and it's worth sharing. Finding comfort in ourselves, no matter what happens. So, iba-iba yung perspective natin dyan eh. Yung iba, siguro, para sa kanila, self-absorbed. Yung iba, self-centered, ganyan. But I really think, makakasama talaga natin sa buhay is self natin. As in, sobrang tibay ng paniniwala kong yon. Na yung first and last person bibigyan natin ng explanation is sarili natin. When we lie to anybody, example, ang last person na titingnan mo sa salamin bago ka matulog is sarili mo. Pagkagising mo, ang unang tao makikita mo is sarili mo. Diba? Unless syempre kasal ka, may katabi ka matulog. Life boils down to finding comfort in ourselves. And if we don't have that comfort, life becomes a cage. Life becomes difficult. Life becomes unbearable. Life becomes just this horrible experience. So why do we have to keep working on creating a safe space for ourselves and have a beautiful relationship with ourselves, a comfortable one, para hindi tayo mag-suffer? Because yung problems, di mauubos yan. Yung struggles, yung inconsistency ng mga tao, yung inconvenience, judgment, hate, blah, 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 blah. Di yan matatapos. Rejections, failures. Ang isang bagay na hindi masisira is yung relationship natin sa sarili natin. Kasi kahit anong relationship sa mundo, pwede masira eh. Relationship natin with our parents, with our family, with our loved ones, with our lovers, with our husbands, with our wives, with our kids, with our workmates, friends, lahat yan pwede masira eh. Yung isang relationship na hindi talaga masisira is with ourselves kasi wala tayong choice. Ito yung isang relationship na wala tayong choice and hindi natin pwede i-abandon. Because when we abandon ourselves, we feel it deep down. Sa gut natin, sa core natin, sa core na pagkatao natin, nararamdaman natin. And yun yung pinakamasakit na abandonment for me. pag pinabayaan ko yung sarili ko, pag inabandon ko yung self ko. Feeling ko pag ginawa ko yung sa self ko, i-abandon ako ng lahat. All these things that I get to share with everyone on this platform, on this beautiful platform that I've created is because I have this beautiful relationship with myself. I feel all these beautiful things inside me that I want to share with the world. And I keep on telling this to people, like the reason why I always show up the way I show up is because I have so much. And I try my best to be everywhere wholehearted. Even I get hurt, rejected, I fail, I don't care. Life boils down for me, sa pagiging wholehearted ko. I get into something with my whole heart. Ayoko pumasok sa isang bagay na half-baked. Like, what's the purpose of doing things half-baked, you know? Like, the reason why I get to share my life with so much passion, with so much love, with all this, like, wholeheartedness na meron ako, may ganun bang word? Is because I keep on working to have a beautiful relationship with myself. I think one of the most asked questions sa platform ko is, how do you travel alone? Do you feel sad? Do you feel alone? I mean, I don't know how to answer because I love myself. I love my life. And I don't feel empty. I mean, there's something that comes from my dad. That's one thing that I can't fill in because I lost my dad. But aside from that, I just feel so whole. I just feel so beautiful from the inside. That's why I still get to keep it together. No matter the judgment, no matter kahit anong bullshit itapon sa akin ng mga tao, kahit anong rejection, kahit anong failure, I'm still here. Probably that's why I always talk about showing up, consistency, discipline, loving yourself, loving your life. I have this relationship na hindi ko talaga kaya sirain. Hindi ko talaga kaya. Like, kaya ko i-abandon yung ibang tao. Hindi ko talaga kaya i-abandon yung self ko. I don't think I can do that. And I'm willing to lose everything, anyone, anything. Hindi ko kaya mawala ang sarili ko. It's a garden full of flowers I've created. I mean, I've been through my seasons na natuyo yung garden ko. But right now, I've watered it so well. I've taken care of it so well. Kahit anong bagyo mangyari, di na ako nagigiba. And I love sharing this part of me with my community because I put so much work and effort into being the person I am right now. Hindi siya basta-basta nabubuo. You really have to go through seasons. All the seasons. Painful seasons. Happy seasons. In awe seasons. Fearful seasons. Rejection seasons. Failed seasons. Lahat yan kailangan pagdaanan. And I still can't believe it. I'm going through a rejection season again. Oh my God. But thank God. Natapos na. And I feel relieved. May add-on story lang ako. Nakaramdam na kayo yun ng ganong rejection na you actually feel relieved. It's painful. It's shitty. It's bullshit. It's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? But you feel relieved. Like you want to slap yourself. That's what I'm feeling right now of this rejection. But anyway, so how do we have this beautiful relationship with ourselves? Gumawa ako ng list niyan. Siyempre, kukunin natin yung cellphone natin. Dahil hindi pa tayo ganun gagaling. Okay. Comfort in yourself usually comes less from a mindset shift. It's more from practice. A few things that can help you are, number one, get used to your own company. Spend time alone, doing nothing productive. No phone, no distraction. It feels uncomfortable at first, then it starts feeling like relief, and you finally feel like home. So ano ba yung mga practices ko? I work out. I mean, it is productive, but it's not productive at the same time for me. I'm moving my body kasi I'm with my body. I feel everything. Kung may headache, nararamdaman ko. Kung may muscle pain ako, nararamdaman ko. Yung body pain ko, nararamdaman ako. I'm fully present with my body, head to toe. Yung head ko gumagana, coordination, di ba? Yung muscles ko gumagana. Lahat gumagana. Mata ko gumagana. Panrinig ko gumagana. Like lahat gumagana. Working out every single day is the most beautiful, sacred time for me sa isang araw. And I protect it. And I use it very well. Like, I am obsessed with that time of my life. And once in a while, pag alam ko sobrang masa-stress ako, nag-add din ako ng Pilates. Kasi parang nakakalma ako. Kasi parang sobrang mabagal na movement siya. Natutulungan niya ako kumalma. So, minsan twice a day of workout ako. Kasi yun yung pinaka-favorite time ko na hindi ako productive. Na hindi siya work-related. It's all about me. It's all about my body. So, I've been doing this one thing every morning. Dati, yung hindi naman siya bad. Pero, dati yung habit ko was, pagkagising agad, podcast, ganito, ganyan. So, recently, I've been doing very quiet mornings. Walang kahit anong sound, walang anything. Wala. As in silence. I wake up mga 6:15 hanggang 8. Ang sarap. Iniinom ko yung olive oil with tomato, with ganto, with ganyan, yung mga shots ko, happy morning potion. Kumakain ako ng eggs, nagbo-bone broth ako, kumakain ako ng isang kiwi. Oh, I fell in love with that small thing every single morning. Silence, quiet. Parang naririnig ko yung lahat ng nangyayari sa bahay ko. I fell in love with it. So yun, dalawang things yung ginagawa ko. And I don't know, for some reason, I've always enjoyed my company. Hindi to tinuro sa akin ng mama ko, hindi to tinuro sa akin ng anybody. I love being with myself. I mean, it may sound very sad to other people. Again, people are complex. And I'm not an introvert. I just love my own company. I have this perception of myself na parang, I'm such a cool person to be with. Ako. I really enjoy my company. Minsan nga pag, kunyari may mga thoughts ako, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko na ganito, ganyan, no? Tapos parang, I find it so cool. Feeling ko, I've built this persona inside my head na I'm a cool person and I find myself very cool. So ako mismo, parang, I look up to myself na parang, okay, Angelique, kailangan ayusin mo to. Kailangan ganyan. Parang I work towards myself kasi meron akong perception na isang Angelique na she's a cool person. Kailangan gawin ko yung mga bagay-bagay kasi ayoko ma-disappoint siya. That's one of my strategies. I started to look up to myself na, okay, Angelique, ganito, ganyan. So pag minsan nag-doom scroll ako, paminsan-minsan, nadi-disappoint yung Angelique na yun, yung nilolook up to ko. So I started to do it less. Parang today, meron ako nilalabanan isang thing na ayoko talaga gawin because I've been doing it for like the last 3 months. Alam ko hindi siya okay for me. So today is the first day na hindi ko siya ginawa and I'm so proud. So kanina pa ako gising, 6 in the morning, 8:30, na di ko pa siya nagagawa. And today is the first day na hindi ko ginawa yung bad habit na yun. And I want to make that Angelique proud of me. So that's one of the strategies you can do. Either i-look up to nyo yung younger self nyo na gusto nyo siya i-please, or i-look up to nyo yung future self nyo. So for me, the future self, I wanna make her proud of me. Kaya hindi ko na ginagawa yung mga bagay-bagay na yun. That's my strategy. How to enjoy just being myself, learn, continue to progress, continue doing new things. I just enjoy my company. That's it. So isang strategy yun. Do things, these small things to make your future self proud or your younger self proud. Nag-work siya for me. Maybe that would work for you as well. You find comfort na parang, ay, someday makikita to ni Angelique. So I want to make her happy. I want to make her proud. That changes the whole trajectory of everything you do in life. Next is the way you talk to yourself. Notice that inner voice. Most of the people I know, sadly, kinakausap nila ng very harsh yung self nila. And at some point, siguro ganun din ako. Parang pwede pala mag-exist yun. Love myself mo, pero harsh ka din. So, I've never been that type of harsh na, oh, pangit ka, ganito ka, ganyan ka. No. I think I should change my word. I was very hard on myself. inexplain ko to sa isang podcast ko na parang, kaya nga ako nakarating dito because I was hard on myself. Angeli needed that version para makarating sa version na to. I had to be tough sa self ko para mapatunayan ko sa self ko na kaya ko gawin yung mga bagay-bagay because life is hard. And hindi tayo pwede soft-soft in all eras ng buhay natin. May mga eras tayo sa buhay na kailangan tough tayo. Hard tayo sa sarili natin, but not harsh. Harsh kasi is different. You speak so bad sa self mo. You speak so parang kung ano-ano negative things sa self mo. No, no, no. We don't want that. We can be hard to ourselves if we want to get somewhere because we're trying to discipline ourselves. So, kailangan natin yun, di ba? Kailangan natin maging tough mentally. Like now, I'm training myself na hindi ko na gagawin tong bagay na to na ginagawa ko since May. So today, I need to be tough. I need to be hard on myself na hindi ko na siya gawin hanggang sa unti-unti ma-detox ko na siya out of my system kasi I really want this thing to be out of my system because I know sa self ko, hindi tama yung ginagawa ko sa sarili ko. So I need to talk to myself, Angeli, tolerate this because this is going to be good for you. Sige, mahirapan ka 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, sige, max 1 week. Okay, fine, 2 weeks. But in the long run, this is going to be good for you. Di ko na sasabihin sa inyo ano yun. Yun yung downside na pagiging adventurous. You get yourself into things na alam mo hindi okay, pero you're like, okay, I wanna do it. Siguro for ano na rin, I don't know. Basta ginawa ko siya. Kahit alam ko naman, kahit andun yung mga signs na dapat di ko siya ginawa. But I know kasi how to recover from these things. And I've been doing it for like very long period of time. Minsan kasi nabobored ako. Para sabi ko, sige nga, gawin ko to kahit alam ko naman dito magiging okay sa akin. Kasi kaya ko i-regulate yung sarili ko. Kaya ko i-train yung mind ko. Kaya ko makalabas sa pattern na yun. Even ako yung nagpasok sa self ko. So yun yung isang beauty na pagiging self-aware. Pag mentally tough ka, pag pinasok mo yung self mo sa isang bagay, kaya mo i-talk out yung sarili mo sa bagay na yun. That's what I'm doing now. How to talk to ourselves. I'm not kasi that kind of girl na parang always soft. I don't believe in that. In fact, I don't believe like every time dapat may kindness, but I believe in respect. Kindness kasi minsan naaabuso eh. Kahit ng self natin or ng ibang tao. I believe in respect. I believe in discipline and I really believe in boundaries. So kailangan meron tayo nun. So life kasi is not just about being soft, being gentle, being ganyan. We also need to be tough. Yin and yang nga eh. Kailangan balance ka. Parang may mga times na kailangan sun yung ginagamit mo. Kasi sa Taoism, yin and yang, sun and the moon. So parang sa sun, we learn how to be, parang moving in action, strong, always working, like moving forward. Pero pag sa moon naman, we are learning to rest, to recover, to restore, and recharge. So, yun yung mga natututunan ko na parang ganun din tayo dapat sa sarili natin, balance. We need to know the art of parang how to put discipline sa life natin. Paano natin i-train yung head natin. Paano natin i-train yung brain natin. We got ourselves into this. Kailangan turuan din natin yung sarili natin makalabas. We need to learn how to create stories for ourselves. We need to learn how to use this machine na nagko-control sa atin. Kasi ang work ng brain natin is to keep us safe, to protect us. Sometimes we get into these things. Kasi sinabi ko din sa isang podcast, kung hindi alam ng brain when we are doing something, good yon or bad yon. Kasi na-train natin siya, ang alam niya lang is gagawin niya yon. Read this article about neuroplasticity sa Substack. Well, the future of everything. I mean, if magaling na ako magsulat, I'm gonna start writing sa Substack. Yes, learn to create stories for yourselves. Depende ano yung season yun ng buhay. Kasi baka yung season pala ng buhay nyo right now is kailangan tough kayo, di ba? Pero pag graduate na kayo, don't learn how to talk to yourself in a softer way, calmer way, di ba? So yun yung way ko. Right now, medyo kalmado era ako. Pero soon, mga next week, back to na ako, push era. So, hindi kasi tayo pwede puro push. Kailangan marunong din tayo kumalma, marunong din tayo mag-rest, marunong din tayo magsabi sa sarili natin, oops, tama na muna. Alright, next naman is very simple. Build a relationship with your body. Move. Just be in the present moment. Get outside of your head. Kailangan bumalik kayo sa body. I've noticed, including myself, sometimes I'm a person of movement. I love to move. I love to have actions, adventures. I love to be productive. I love these things. I love to have a schedule, always moving, sometimes like working out, sometimes mga ganito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, medyo hindi ako nakatira sa head ko. Pag alam ko nakatira na ako sa head ko, that means kailangan ko talaga siya i-process. Because I love actions. Sometimes, kailangan ko mag-shift sa head ko. Kailangan nakatira ako konti lang sa head ko para ma-process ko yung nangyayari. So, this week, 3 days, I was living inside my head because I needed to. I needed to process my emotions, what I was feeling. I needed to be sad. I needed to be frustrated. I needed to feel the rejections. I needed to feel the frustrations para alam ko paano ko i-handle. I don't want to avoid these things because I have such a colorful, such a wonderful life, such a action, like full of action na life. I need to get inside my head para ma-navigate ko because yun yung mistake na gawa ko in my 20s. I was so into parang actions, lahat actions, movements, adventures. Hindi ako nakapasok sa head ko. Hindi ko na-realize I had to process a lot. So now, I've carved this path for myself in my life na parang, okay, once in a while, I need to be inside my head para ma-process ko siya. So this week, I was inside my head for 3 days and na-process ko lahat. I did so much dun sa reflection time ko inside my head that I was able to crack a lot of things about myself. I mean, kahit self-aware na tayo, we need those moments, So if you are someone na nagsastruggle, opposite naman, lagi ka na sa head mo, find a way to go back sa body mo. Find action, stretching, workout. Go for a walk. Go take yourself for a good cup of coffee. Go eat some pasta. Go watch a movie. Just do something. Be in the present moment. Find something joyful in the simplest na bagay na kaya niyong hanapin. Read a book. I don't know. Go find something. Just find something. Because there are 2 types of people. There's me, na laging actions, movement, adventure. And there are people na walang ganon, puro nasa head. So, get out of your head. Me, I'm just a little bit opposite. But wala namang tama and mali. It's just people are complex. Always a reminder. Kulang na lang ilagay ko na sa podcast ko sa baba. People are complex. My perspectives are not universal facts. This is just how I look at life. So if you could pick something out of my podcast, even 0.00001%, I would be very happy and apply it to your life somehow or your business or your career. I don't know. So yeah, find something, movements, just live in the present moment. So for me, gym, mahal ko yun. Di ko bibitawan yung pag-workout, pagbubuhat. Yung Pilates, somehow, nakakalma ako, nakakarating ako sa brain ko. Parang, kasi nagbe-breathing ka rin eh. Slow movement siya because I'm so used to lifting heavy. Pilates taught me the value of small, tiny movements. Breathing, natuto ako sa Pilates. So it's very good for my head. And that's why I keep on doing it. Even medyo hindi ko siya masyado gusto. Pero ngayon nagugustuhan ko na siya. So yung love ko sa Pilates is depende sa teacher. Pag hindi ko gusto yung teacher, tsaka yung mga ways niya, parang hindi ko siya gusto. But pag gusto ko yung teacher, gusto ko siya. Find something. So this weekend, if you're struggling with anything, you're inside your head, get out of your house. If may dog kayo, take your dog out for a walk. If you live in a city, go somewhere na hindi usually pinapuntahan. Find a new way going home. Like yung ginagawa, pinapatay ko yung maps ko, hinahanap ko yung way pa uwi ng bahay. Talagang nililigaw ko yung sarili ko, sinasadya ko just to have a movement. Just to be present dun sa nangyayari. Na like, meron pala ganito dito. Meron pala ganyan dito. Ito pala yun. Ganyan. Hanggang sa mahanap mo na. Learn how to have a good relationship with your body. It's life-changing. Sounds very simple. But I know a lot of people, sadly, wala silang relationship with their bodies. And they're always in their heads thinking. And kasama na doon yung mga kapatid ko na like ko pinupush mag-workout kayo, move, ganto, ganyan. So far nag-workout naman sila. Hindi lang sila kasing consistent ko because they're younger than me. And I hope makarating sila doon one day. Next is do things that remind you of who you are. Ang lalim. Like, independent from people's opinions and judgments. Kasi aminin natin, pag nag-record ako ng mga video for work, parang wala, i-judge talaga ng mga tao yun eh. Kasi may tao mapapadpad. Mahal ng tour niyo. Gato, ganyan. Parang ako, girl, isang business, hindi kaya kayo i-cater lahat. Diba? Kaya nga meron tayong standards, protocols, target market, branding. So, ayun, kahit anong gawin ko, I will always get judgments. Kasi business yun eh, di ba? You can't please everyone in business. So that's why I found these things, hobbies, rituals, parang yung shinare ko. My ritual in the morning, taking my olive oil shot with tomato and lemon is mine. Free of anyone's judgment. Pag tinitake ko yun, ni-remind ko sa sarili ko, oh, Angeli, you are that cool Angeli. We look up to you. Parang ako, kinakusap ko yung sarili ko. Siyempre, you have to uplift yourself. Ganun lang ako parang gumawa ng affirmations. Di ako yung parang, titingin sa salamin, you're worthy, or you're ganyan. No, I don't do that. Like, talagang, parang pinapump ko, parang ginagas up ko yung sarili ko in the morning. Angeli, you're a cool person. You've got this. We will conquer this day. We can do it day by day. If we have to do it hour by hour, we're going to do it hour by hour. If we have to trim it down second by second, we will do it. That ritual, sobrang na-empower ako. As in, I feel so good about that ritual. It's mine. I found a place free of judgment. My home in Madrid. I created it with my hands. It's mine, free of judgment from people. That's also the reason why I don't show my house and I book Airbnbs, I book studios to record my podcast, to record my work videos. I don't want to show it. I don't want to share it with anybody. I don't want to have any kind of judgment kasi akin yun. It reminds me of who I am, what I have become, what I was, what I've been, who I will be, what I want to be. Akin yun. Free of anyone's opinions. So I created that. I have hobbies, photography, taking videos, creating photo books. That's mine, free of judgment. I carry my camera everywhere. I have film cameras. I create mini videos. I'm learning how to edit everything sa Premiere. That's mine. I don't have to share it for anyone's judgment. It reminds me of who I am. I am a creative person. I'm an artist in my own eyes. And that's more than enough for me. To do those small things to remind me of who I am. I have this ritual. Every time I do something very, very big in my life, I get myself something to remember. A watch, a dress, a coat from Max Mara. That's mine. Free of anyone's judgment. I don't need to share those with anybody. That's a reminder sa sarili ko. I've made it. I've worked on it with my own hands, with my own brain, with my own body, with my own mindset, with my own perspective. I've worked on it. I've achieved it. And I'm gonna enjoy it. So going back, isa sa mga podcast ko, when I started this year, I recorded this podcast on privacy. That is the value of privacy. You have things that you get to enjoy, where you find comfort. So this week, meron ako nagawa isang bagay na malaki. And I went to Loewe to buy new things. I just wanted to enjoy myself. I did not have to do a content on unboxing. I did not have to create a content of buying myself for this, for that. No. I just wanted to have that moment to myself. And I've been living these moments for so long now that never appear on my social media platforms. And I'm learning the art of trimming down more and more and more and more as I get older. And I'm learning the art of enjoying things. As in ako lang, na nagre-remind sa akin na who I am and why ginagawa ko to. And that has been sacred. And it's so beautiful. And I just can't explain it. Oh my God, I wish I could find the right words to explain it. I wish, guys, you find those things where you find comfort to exist, to do things, to achieve bigger for yourself, not for validation, but because you want to. And on the opposite side, if you don't want to have big things, that is also okay, because we all have a definition of our own sa success, sa achievements, what makes us happy. We don't have to follow the society and what their meaning of success is. You don't have to follow my meaning of moving your body. Maybe for you, moving your body is just going for a simple walk with your dog. Cut. For me, moving my body is doing Pilates, going for a long walk. Maybe for you, it's not like that. Maybe for you, finding comfort is, I don't know, sitting in a park, people watching, reading a book. Find that comfort and never let go of it. Hold on to it so, so, so tight. Make it your ritual. Protect it with your whole life. The way I protect my life in Madrid, the way I protect my rituals, as simple as my olive shot in the morning. I protect that with my whole heart, and I'm going to keep protecting it because that's my comfort. That's where I find my joy. That's how I exist from away from people's opinions and judgment, and it's mine. Nobody can hurt it. Nobody can take it away from me. Find that comfort for yourself.
Shy, so ganito nangyayari. Nag-record ako nung pangalawang episode. So, 30 minutes na yun. Sayang naman nung pagsasalita ako dun. So, yung last thing na gusto ko sabihin, namatay yung mic, yung transmitter. Tapos yung nasa mic, nakakabit pa rin. Tapos pala tinanggal ko. Tapos nag-record na lang ako ng na sound. Akala ko patay na silang parehas. Hindi pala. So, gawin na lang blooper yung last one. Dami ko parang mas sinabi dun. Pero na lang, ganito. Cut mo. Ay, namatay yung sound. Lagyan mo ng i-cut mo. Tapos mag-record na lang ako ng isang landscape na sorry, naputol yung last. Parang ganun.
So yung last thing na I wanted to share last time was, ni-record ko nung haba-haba. Don't let feelings make you fall apart. So yung feelings parang dadaan na lang kapag comfortable ka sa sarili mo and you know how to find comfort within yourself. Hindi ka na yung nag-go around na nagkakalat ng emotions mo, umiiyak sa social media, nagpo-post ng parinig sa nag-reddit about someone, nagpo-post sa threads, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi mo na yon kailangan gawin kasi nakahanap ka na ng comfort sa sarili mo na alam mo na kaya mo, na mapagdadaanan mo to kasi emotionally mature ka na because pinagtrabahuan mo yung emotional intelligence and just the small ways of finding joy within yourself and yung day-to-day routine na ginagawa mo. Hindi mo na kailangan maghanap ng kasama every time may pagdadaanan ka, maghanap ng kausap para mailabas, mag-vent. Yes, venting is good. But nowadays, we also have to understand na parang yung tao ba pinagsasabihan natin, mapagkakatiwalaan ba natin? Yung tao ba nang gusto natin pagsabihan, kaya niya ba itindihin yung mga problems natin? Example ako, as a businesswoman, I don't really go around telling people my business problems kasi alam ko din nila naiintindihan. So that's why I choose people din na pagsasabihan ko ng mga problema ko. And honestly, wala talaga ako masyado pinagkakatiwalaan ng mga tao because I just don't trust people. Punto. Hindi sa may trust issues ako. It's just, people are so complex, you know? Sometimes people like you and the next day, magugulat ka lang, di ka na nila gusto. Tapos, next year, magugulat ka na lang kung ano na pinagsasabi about you. Kaya I've been very careful kung sino lang yung pagsasabihan ko ng mga nangyayari sa akin. Like yesterday, I got a mail sa Madrid and sinend sa akin nung portera namin, yung tagabantay ng building. So, nagulat ako dun sa laman ng letter kasi hindi ko talaga siya in-expect na mangyayari siya. But, I did not go around calling my mom, calling my friends, ganito, ganyan. No. I-record ko yung voice message sa sarili ko, sinend ko, sabi ko, kaya ko to, malalagpasan ko to, and everything is going to be alright. So life is all about unexpected problems. Bigla na lang may kakatok. But that's life. When we are comfortable sa sarili natin, I'm very comfortable now with myself. Even yesterday, nasa conference ako, natanggap ko yung letter na yun. I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna solve it when I go back to Madrid. I don't have to solve anything right now because I'm here in New York City and I need to enjoy the city. And that's it. Ayusin ko to pagbalik ko na Madrid ng July 24. Then I will have a couple of days, kausapin ko yung tao para maging okay. Medyo legal matter siya na hindi ko talaga in-expect na mangyayari. But hindi ako magdi-divorce. Hindi yun. Anyway, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, diba? Dalawang continents and dalawang countries yung atake ng episode na to. Naputol kasi. So, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for always being there for me, for always sharing your beautiful messages sa akin. So, I'll see you on the next one. Gagala muna ako kasi papa-blow dry pa ako ng buhok ko. So, don't forget to follow me on my socials, Angeli Dub, the socials of my podcast, Life in Progress Pod, and don't forget din mag-subscribe sa YouTube channel ko. Bye, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.